Solo performance is the really specific moment, and when you get the invitation, okay, you're solo, so it's something important. And I know so many examples when dancers just do their solo like slapdash because they not take care about the responsibility when you're dancing one and only on the stage. Some of the dancers, they don't like to dance solo and they're really comfortable with the group, and that's absolutely okay. That's your choice. If you don't want to be soloist on the stage, that's normal, because choreography for groups, it's absolutely different choreography for solo, and you should manage more dancers and people and be connected between each other with a group. So it's a big company and structure, it's a little bit different. At the same time, the solo is not so easy because you have full attention from the audience on you, and you can't do mistake. Actually, you can, but you have a big opportunity to cover it with the face or actor skills or improvisation, but you should know these skills. If you're solo on this stage, it doesn't mean that you are best of the best from somebody else. I think we do different art form, and you do in your solo, and you're the best in your solo creations, in your costuming, or in your dance skills, or any shticks, that some gymnastic thing that you can do that nobody can do in the world. Or at the same time, another dancer is really good in group choreography or in any emotional skills to express their emotion and to get to the audience the contemporary way, for example. And we all have different skills. While we are here, we show the best of us, not the best of the world. And for me, different conceptions as an artist and the dancer. Dance in my life everywhere, all the time. Everyone was born with opportunity to dance, and nobody take it from you. Nobody can take your dance from your life, from your soul, from your body. You can dance whenever you want and do these different qualities. So just dance and that's it. To be an artist, it's absolutely different conception. Why? Because you should hard work to get this name as an artist, and you should create with a really good quality, and we have an audience who actually they like you or don't like you. I think about it as an artist, as a professional, it's a skill, and be ready to spend a little bit more time and more investments to be an artist. Today I'm gonna to explain all my steps, step by step, to creating my solo. And if you get any question in your mind, just go in the comment and comment right now, because sometimes this question just disappear during I'm speaking a lot. I want to start actually from the last position of all of these steps, but I really want to put this in the first place. Learn how to bow. It's not only about the process of bow, because it can be super different, and remember about your style you're dancing, because so many mistakes I saw on the stage, like you have more folkloric and ethnic style of performing and you do simple namaste or just simple bow, really traditional, which came from different cultures of saying bye without touching people. And at the same time, you can dance with Rammstein music or hard rock and you do the same. That's really strange. And try to choreograph your bow before you start your choreography, because it's really important to keep image of you as an artist on the stage. It's all about to be thankful what you are doing now, for your teachers, for performers, for your colleagues helping you, also maybe for your rivals to get your level much higher, and they pushing you for new experience, to just to be thankful and express all your gratitude in your soul with a bow too. And maybe the end of your dance will be in the darkness, and you really know that it will be darkness, and it's more theatrical, and you can stay in one pose and it will be light off, and you can go on the backstage normally or running there. The bow, it's important part of any projects what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what happens sometimes, and it can be mistakes or not so perfect performance, but I'm thankful all the time what it just was with me, and I get this experience. Bad experience, good experience, doesn't matter, just keep it in my heart forever. One thing I want to say, I montage video myself for every festival which I'm doing, and in the end of the dance, a lot of dancers freak out because they, for example, stopped in any pose and they try to shake in or something happens. They want to run from this stage. They want to go really fast to the backstage just not to be here. People may be so shy in their mind to have audience applause to you. I think it's important to get that, not like, oh, I don't need your applause. No, I think it's not honest for them. It's really rude for artists, and the audience can feel it. Next step is music. You know some movements, maybe you already created some combinations, so it doesn't matter, but the music is a big problem right now. I believe that network and social network gives us a lot of opportunities to share our art form, our dance creations for everyone, maybe some theater and some show performances with all around the world. That's why dancers start to post their videos in Instagram and YouTube, and a lot of dancers' life changed because of YouTube, and a lot of dancers inspired by someone. And the big problem is music rights. Of course, I'm talking about that. If you took the song from the 40 famous song in this year or in this month, be ready that it can be blocked in Instagram or maybe in YouTube. If Billie Eilish don't want to share her song with everyone and spread out this in Instagram everywhere, and her song is amazing, at the same time she wants to have the money. Not only she, I mean the sound production and all these big companies wants to have the money from their production. They spend not $100, I think much more to create this song, to create this music. We can work with the music together, or you can order the music with any artist. It's of course more expensive, or you don't care about that, about blocking, about dancing on somebody's music and not asking them. Be ready for monetization this video, of course, and don't be angry on that. I have the way how to work with it, but maybe you don't like this way, because I'm starting to create my own music. I'm really amateur in that. I'm not professional. I'm trying to understand how to do this. At the same time, I think I created some of the music that's looks really cool for me, because I like some of the loops and that's really nice to listen and to dance with it. You can find in the description of this video the playlist I put on the SoundCloud, and you can listen and subscribe. Maybe I will create something new and cool, much better. Yes, I'm still working on that. So I'm doing my music in GarageBand on iPad. It's really easy to do. I like to create new loops by myself, like playing the piano or drumming, or creating some loops with the trap music. So it's really easy to do. I prefer to using iPad, not my computer, because computer is big and I can understand something there. Of course, I know musicality basic because I'm a dancer. I should know. I have education as a programmist on the computer, so of course it's easier for me to learn all these skills. And as a dancer, I feel sometimes where I should put right song or right sound in this music, and maybe some of the artists start to suggest to create the music only for you, like personality. Find the free music and free artists or collaborate with musicians. But maybe with our technologies which we have, it's really easy to do right now. Maybe you can spend more time and you can create something unique for you, because as a dancers we can dance with everything, and really amazing music is just a small part of your performance. It's important part, of course. The amazing music and the performance not guarantee that it could be amazing. For searching music, I'm using SoundCloud. Of course, I'm subscribed there and I pay like $80 per month. I can be wrong. So I'm trying to explore the music before and create some playlists like for solo, for group and mood relaxed mood. Of course, I can spend 2-3 nights just to understand and to choose in between three music, this or this. Do some improvisation and you can understand which music much better for your body or for your image. And sometimes music and costume not getting together, you know what I mean? And I choosing this music because the costume and music more complex working. Maybe it's not perfect for my body and maybe it's not so amazing, but the full picture is more important. The best application for me for editing music or cut the music, it's GarageBand. I love to use this. And if you need some help or something special how to use GarageBand, you can find a lot of manual on YouTube or any source. There is a lot of apps for editing music. One of them for Windows, it's FL Studio or LMMS, but I'm using only GarageBand. Next step is costuming and not dancing right now. Why? Because I have so many fiasco with finding music, creating choreography, and then I put on my costume and then I realizing that I can't do something. I'm trying to create costume right before I start to do choreography, and I'm creating choreography in costume. Any costume starts from the fabric, of course. I'm trying to choose the fabric and I'm looking not only the color, I'm looking at the structure, how this fabric is moving, how they're reacting on different shapes, on different waves. I really love any fabric. I'm a big fan. I'm doing costume myself. That's why I'm trying to touch all the fabric, and I ordered some fabric from AliExpress. Some of it was successful, but some of it was like I can touch it. It's really hard to feel on the body. And yeah, I really prefer to touch before I'm buying fabric. And the color is also important because if you're creating your own costume, you should know something about color combinations and the different types of color combinations, because some of the colors not working together, it looks really weird. So palette of colors should be in your mind all the time. Also, it's really important to understand the history and the roots of the jewelry, because I'm a tribal dancer and we're using a lot of jewelry and points and buttons and necklaces. We can put necklaces or earrings on our costume, and you should know where it come from. For example, Turkoman jewelry or pendants, they're more simple than, for example, Afghan Kuchi, and it's really hard sometimes to combine them. Really feel the roots and maybe the style of your dancing. If, for example, if I'm dancing something more Indian style, maybe I take some Rajasthani jewelry on my costume, or opposite, if I'm dancing more flamenco, I don't want to put Rajasthan on flamenco costume. So it depends of your style. This green costume, really cool. Some of the jewelry, I'm trying to put this together and try it on and explore how it looks together and try to combine different jewelry together, maybe some shiny parts, crystals. I'm not using so much crystals because, you know, that's my style. It's something between minimalistic and something between crazy, shiny, sparkly ball. It depends of when I'm dancing. Also, I can use absolutely minimalistic style of my costume, like just skirt and top. It also can work. It depends of the style what I'm dancing. Just keep stylish approach to combine jewelry, fabric, crystals all together. And that's not a goal to put everything what you have in your box on your costume, all jewelry and cheap coins, sometimes not good with the really cool antique stuff. And you know, it's really important to be watchfulness. It's mean like you see a lot of examples, you see a lot of pictures in Pinterest, and you saw a lot of costumes on somebody else, and now you make different combination of this. Of course, you can order your costume from somebody else. So I trust myself because some of the costume I'm creating at this time, because I'm trying to play with the skirt, maybe tuck in the different style. It depends what I want to dance, maybe open open leg, maybe closed leg. I try to make my costume a little bit transform style, and I can use it with a different combination, like I can change the bra and left the skirt, but I can use this skirt with another bra. That's why I have a lot of gold bras. Costuming is my favorite part. I want to make another video about coloristic and combination, maybe to make a tutorial how to do the belt or the bra. After costume, finally, next step is creating choreography. My choreography starts from improvisation and go into finish as a choreography, like 70-80%. On the stage, and the result usually is like 50-50, because 20 or 10% of choreography, of course, you sometimes missing, or sometimes I'm really successful to dance everything what I planned, but you never know. I'm trying to keep 50, and I'm trying to choreograph 70-80%. This is important point because you need to reduce your stress on the stage. Anyway, you will have some of the exciting or stress on the stage before your performance, and if you will be prepared, it will be much easier. Some of the dancers can tell you that improvisation makes you more relaxed, or like you do whatever you want and everything, but not so easy from the first view, because any improvisation should be prepared, and these dancers usually have many hours of experience with improvisation in their classes at home, and they practice in improvisation at home. Of course, it's kind of skill. They feel comfortable because they know how to improve. That's why if I'm going to do improvisation on the stage, I should prepare too. I should listen to music. I know the structure of the music. I know what the meaning I want to get to the audience. So more things to do, and maybe I think I'm not spending less time on it. I'm still drill it. I'm still dancing more and more, but different ways to finding not right movement. I'm trying to find the flow of dancing in that case. But for the big stage, for big productions, I'm trying to prepare my choreography mostly. I know the problem when you create in choreography, you're trying to choose right movement, and you have 1001 different options to choose right movement on this music part. So my suggestion for you, it's to play not only with different combinations, maybe to play with different quality of the movement, you know what I mean? The time changing, the quality changing, maybe the volume, the size of movement, the emotion which you put on the movement. So you can play all of these things, and don't spread out your mind on different movements, like I want to do this arm, or I want to do this leg, or I want to turn. Just choose the turn and play with the quality of this turn. So that's it. Try to stop yourself sometimes. Okay, that should work. And if it's not working, if this turn not working, with any quality, forget about it and just take new movement. Also, I'm trying to focus in on the big plan. And after that, I created the big plan. Okay, here I start, here I finish. In the middle, I'm turning. Here I do something theatrical and artist. And between the details, I can work on it later. So the first 3-4 hours, I'm trying to dance in my costume, understand which movements are best for this costume, which movements are not working together with this costume. And details, I will try to fix and figure it out a little bit later, maybe right before one day, sometimes before the performance. And my maximum time, I try to spend the first day of creating, to create big plan of my performance. Next step, it's practice. My way, it's practice just a little bit today, tomorrow, 5 minutes, when I have mood or right moment to do this. And it's better to practice for me not scheduled, like, okay, every day 1 hour you spend on your choreography. Sometimes you have no mood for that. So I'm trying to catch right time and like, okay, now it's the best time, and just use it maximum for me. Next step is performance, and to be ready for the performance and preparation before it. It's really important, because if you will be not prepared for this day, it can absolutely destroy all your project. It's so necessary to rehearse your solo in the day when you perform, maybe twice, and it's important to warm up your body. And sometimes you can see on the backstage when performers spending a lot of times to make up and do their costumes and their image, I'm start to asking the questions for me, how many time I spend for my practice before I'm coming on the stage, how many time I spend on this selfie on the backstage. Of course, it should be. I think I'm always asking me, I'm in harmony in that or not, or I spend too much time for nothing, and I go on the stage and some fails happens because I was not prepared. Imagine figure skater. They not think about too much costume, because actually the costumes of figure skaters, they're a little bit similar, just different colors and sparkling the same way. I think they think about their body more, because any mistake can destroy or maybe can hurt their body, or they can have injury on their body for the bad technique or not prepared body. It can happen with everyone. And the sport life inspired me how to think about all of the things, because costume is also important in our dance life, in my style. Let's inspire not only outfits. At the same time, let's inspire not only dancing and think about our costume too, because I know some of the dancers don't care about the costuming and they go on the stage with just simple wear what it was on the street. It doesn't interfere costuming or dance, what's each more important. I think we should spend time on weak parts of our production. One more suggestions for beginner dancers. Don't forget that you have opportunity to take individual classes with your teacher, and your teacher can create choreography for you. It's really cool and amazing thing when somebody create choreography for you. Of course, for example, right now I don't need it because I have my own vision to how I want to dance. At the same time, I spend a lot of time to visit in different workshops and to try on me somebody choreography. That it's really amazing, because I'm trying to go out from my comfortable box and try different stuff. And I think some of the shadows of this experience come on me, and I not think about this so much, but sometimes I really can see on my choreography, oh, that was really cool, and I think it was inspired from somewhere, somebody. I'm highly recommended to try different choreographies in your body, collaborate with somebody else, dance together and try choreography between each other. At the same time, don't let your teacher's opinion overshadow your creativity, vision, or creativity style, because sometimes only you can imagine in your mind and project this to the world. And when you're explaining your idea to the teacher, sometimes teachers just, okay, you really want this? That looks weird, or that's, I can hear really not so good. Teachers, I'm a teacher, I can't imagine what you think about, and maybe it will work, maybe not, but never, I think I will never protect, like, not, okay, don't do that. And I really recommend to the teachers support your students with this point, because they don't have so many borders, rule, experience, which we used to as advanced dancers, and beginners, they open for everything and some really cool ideas you can project to this world. So be brave in that, and I give you permission to try something new, even if your teacher said you like, okay, that will be bad. We never know, it will be bad, it's worth it or not, we don't know. Let's just try, see. I'm okay with trying, I'm okay with to be not successful. Sometimes my performance was unsuccessful, not like big fail, but it was like not interesting, or maybe the same, or maybe boring. I had this experience too, and I think that just, okay, I have it, okay, I got it, and what else? what's next? And I'm trying to work it on. Never give up and do your solo more and more and more and more. Don't forget about how it's amazing to collaborate with someone else, and the dance group is also cool. And if you have invitation to dance the solo, proud of it, because it's really cool. I will be really happy if you will post this video on your any social network page. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.